My name is Izrail. I am from Bihar. I am intermediate pass. My hobbies are listening song, watching movie, and having conversation with different people. And I have a YouTube channel, and I have been YouTube channel running for 2 months. I am in the Kuwait for job purpose. Uh, if I talk about my job, so I am teacher but trainer. Yeah, that's all about me.
Okay, that's great. Nice to listen you. So should I introduce?
Yeah, well, madam, please.
Yeah, I'm Shivani. I'm connecting you from UP, District Pratapgarh, and my qualification is I'm a PG with English literature, and I'm a teacher by profession. I run my own coaching as well as YouTube channel. That's name is Startup English Classes by Shivani. That's all about me. If you want to know anything more, then you can ask.
Mhm. Okay, okay. Then may I know how long have you been teaching?
Yeah, I have been teaching for the last 8 months. Sorry, 8 years. 8 years,
Oh,
not month. On
8 years.
YouTube, on YouTube, 1 year has been completed, and offline classes. If you talk, then 8 years. When I was in class 12, 2015. Since 2015, I have been teaching.
Okay. Then do you take online class and offline class?
What, sir?
Do you take online class and offline class?
Yeah, yeah, both online and offline. I have both experience.
Oh,
You can say.
so yeah, that's great. And today is my lucky day because I am talking with the teacher. So yeah, it's good. So
Yeah,
how
I'm
many students?
also. Yes,
How
sir.
many
Yes, yes.
students do
Continue.
you have?
Yes, sir. I run many type of classes as spoken classes and academic 9, 10th, 11th, 12th. Then in spoken classes, only one batch is going on because of time. There are 30 or 32 students in a batch. And in academic class, if you talk, then in class 10th, it is about 120 students, and class 9th, 53 students, class 12th, around 99 or 100 students, class 11th, it is 35 or 40 students. This is the number of students.
So do you have own institute?
Yeah, yeah. I run my own institute that is spoken.
Okay. Then do you teach alone and have you hired a teacher?
No, on spoken classes, I and my big brother teaches there, and offline classes there are team. There is a team of teachers as math, physics, chemistry, English for 9, 10th, and 11th, 12th. And spoken class, I and my brother both teach there.
Mhm. Okay, okay. So you are, you can say, uh, you have been teaching for, for 8 years.
Yeah, you
So my
can consider it.
I have one question I am one question for you. And today, I have, social media. Okay. And I'm learning, English from social media. But if I go 8 years back, 10 years back, then how did you learn English, madam? That time you can say, I think social media were not available, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There
You
were
are
no
right.
there are no in the internet connection, and
Mm.
people did not
Yeah,
have a mobile, a smartphone. Okay?
yeah,
Then
yeah.
how did you manage and how did you learn, madam?
Yeah, sir, I want to tell that in my family members, my all brother and sister are teacher, except my elder sister. She's a nurse in Lucknow, but my both elder brother are teacher. So I also want to be a teacher, and I have great interest in teaching. And my brother is a means elder brother. You can say he is the teacher of English. So he taught me when I was in class 12th. Then he had his own institute, and I had a desire that I want to become the power of my brother, as only he was responsible at that time. He couldn't go anywhere after leaving the batch or coaching because nobody is there to handle that. So I want that if I have brother and he has good knowledge of English, so I should learn. Maybe he can free and he can go anywhere if I will support him, and I can manage classes. So I started to study with him, and I started to solve my all problems with him in English. And gradually he hand over me classes, and now we both are teaching there. And if in my absence he can manage all classes, and when I am absent, then he also, both means you can say. When I absent, then he manage, and when he absent, then I manage.
Mhm. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So you are lucky person, and your brother is a teacher, and you had a environment, right?
Yeah. Yeah. In
That's
this
why
way, I'm.
uh,
Yeah, in this way I think that I'm the luckiest girl
mhm,
of the world, because I have brother and he has good knowledge of English. I can talk to each
mhm,
other, and students too, because in spoken classes I talk to students in English, and Hindi is banned there. And at home to my family members, because my brother and sister, they have good knowledge of spoken English. And I teach in school also, that is English medium school. There I used to speak in English, and I speak English. That, so you can say that I have environment.
mhm. Okay, okay. That's why you have learned English. Yeah, it's good. So madam, when you were beginner, and when your brother used to teach you, okay. So what kind of initially? I'm talking about initially day, your initially day. So what kind of challenges did you face?
Yes, sir. First, I feel in starting that base is very important. A
Mm,
number of students, they have problem in base. They have good knowledge of tenses and models, but they don't know the base of English, as subject, verb, object, how to frame sentences, where we have to put no and not, where we have to put interrogative words and helping verb, these things. So I thought that very basic means easy point is means very important for learning English. And basic means base of English is very important. If a base is good, then you can learn, or you can get tenses, models and sentences very easily. But first you have to capture the basic part of English. So base is very important. And for the basic, as all the cases and subject, verb, object, where we have to use objective case, where subjective case, where possessive adjective, where possessive pronoun. Because except these things we can't frame the sentences. It helps very much for framing or for making sentences. Sir, your,
okay.
yeah.
Then yeah. So when did you start? We can say speaking journey. When did you speaking? When did you can say start a speaking journey? Before we can say, have you learned? We can say, did you learn all grammar, and you didn't learn all grammar? When did
No,
you
no,
start?
sir. Yeah, you want to know that I started speaking English after having a complete knowledge of English, or in mid of that? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So, sir, only not I. I want to give a suggestion to all the viewers that if you want to be a good English speaker, then you don't need to have complete knowledge. First, work on grammar. Yeah, work on grammar, because grammar is the backbone of spoken English or English also. Without grammar, we can't speak. But beside this, we have to start speaking English. Whatever knowledge we have, right or wrong, anything, we should try to speak English, whatever sentences, whatever knowledge we have. And besides that, we have to start reading English too, or grammar too. Then if we will think that when I will complete all tenses, all models, active, passive, narration, then I will start speaking. So it is very difficult for you. But suppose that you have a little knowledge of grammar, then translate them, and after that speak them in your daily life. And beside them, give half hour or an hour to grammar also. Daily grammar, daily practice. By this way, you can improve your English with best way. But if
Mhm,
you think that first grammar, then no. Because
mhm.
in spoken English, complete grammar is not important. Because in spoken, most important is tense, models, and you must have part of part of speech. These things is important. And narration, this is grammar part, because there are two part. One is academic and second is spoken. So spoken English considers mostly models and tenses. If you have good knowledge of tenses and models, then 50 or 60% English you can speak very easily, because maximum sentences
Yes,
belongs to the tense.
yes, yes.
Yeah,
I agree. Definitely, it's a coding. It's your
yeah,
recording. if you have basic grammar, if you have, if you know model, then you try to speak whatever you know, you try to speak,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes. Sure. Uh, as
Okay.
as there are many teachers, they teach English, but they are not good English speaker because they are not in practice. Suppose that we know let desire, let permission, should. Suppose that we know should, where we have to use. हमें जाना चाहिए, हमें बोलना चाहिए, but we don't speak English. When
Yes, yes.
we know should, then we should say that we should go now, we should love our country, we should take lunch now, we should had lunch now, breakfast now. When you will
Mhm,
practice, then you will be perfect in should. Without
mhm,
practicing, you have knowledge, but you can't speak. So both
mhm,
are important.
mhm.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah, it's your recording, practice, only practice makes you perfect. Nobody
Yeah,
makes you perfect.
practice. Yeah,
Doesn't matter
practice
you
is
are
very
taking
important.
class and you are not taking class. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I can say that if there is any beginner and he is giving an hour or 2 hours daily to himself or herself for learning English, he is practicing, he is speaking English, right or wrong, anything. But if he is practicing, then one day he can defeat to the person who can speak good English, but he don't do practice. Then he can defeat because he is doing daily practice. Then he can improve or he can be best in that.
Okay. Okay. So, madam, when you were a beginner and when you tried to speak broken English, so your parents, your mother used to laugh on you or not?
Yeah, this is very common question that when anybody, not only I think when anybody, especially
Mm,
who belongs to the village, then if
mm,
they start to speak English, then he has to listen this sentence that
mm,
Angrez bane chale hain. This sentence everybody listens when we start, especially from the village. If any village girls, village boys are learning speak English, when he or she tries to speak English at home, then many sentences as अंग्रेजी मत झाड़ो, इंग्लिश मत झाड़ो या फिर इंग्लिश में बात मत करो, मुझे इंग्लिश मत सिखाओ, like these sentences. So this is very common question that we have to listen.
okay, okay. Mhm. Then did you say anything, parents or not? Why are you laughing at me? I'm speaking, I'm trying to speaking. So did you
Yeah,
say like
means
this?
yeah, because when I was a beginner, then my brother used to say me that practice while sleeping, eating, and when you had dream at night, then must be in English, must in related English. Then I used to think in English. When I broomed, when I cut vegetables, or when I do any work, then
Mhm,
I used to practice. My mouth is going on, and after that I do work by this way. Then sometimes my mother and sometimes some person say that what are you speaking and you are talking to yourself. Then my brother says that let them say. In starting they will say, they will laugh, or they will say that she is going to mad, like these things, but ignore them. When you will ignore, after some days when you will learn, then they will keep silent. So I didn't notice to them.
mhm. Yes, yes. Yeah, when you speak again and again, so definitely your tongue will be twist, and you have become a habitual. After that, you can say, you can say, face anything. You don't get
Yes,
face anything.
yes, yes,
Mm,
yes. Yeah, right.
mm. So
All right.
yeah, quickly, if you want to speak, then you have to, you have to open your mouth. you know
Yes,
Suppose
yes,
I know all grammar. Okay, but I think, I say myself, okay, now you can say, very well, you don't try to speak. If I don't try, then you can say, I will not speak you know
yes, yes, yes. Sure,
mm,
sure. Yeah, first day if we will try any work, then first
mm,
day we will face problems, and in starting we get many problems, but when we do continue that work, then gradually, suppose that you also can see, I or anyone, when we start any work in starting, then we get a lot of problems because we are beginner there, but after doing that work we become mature in that, and we become expert in that. So by this way.
mm.
Yes, sir.
Because, why am I asking you like this question? Because I also, I have faced lots of problems when I started speaking English. I have lots of friends. My friend used to laugh on me. why are you learning English? You are not able to speak. You can't speak English. You leave it, leave it. English is not, you can say, important language. But I thought, what, no matter what happened, I will not leave English, and anyhow I will learn English. So yeah,
Yeah,
this is that's why I am here. A little bit I am able to speak. When I, when I take session new people, so that time you can, I get confident, and I get, lots of knowledge. Hmm?
yeah.
Suppose
But if you have,
you are from UP, you are from UP and you are a teacher, and I am intermediate pass. I am in the Kuwait. I am working person. Okay, I am nothing in front of you, but I am
no,
talking to
no,
you.
no, sir, don't
Because
say
of
like
English.
this. No, no. You are speaking very good, and if you have this type of firm determination, so sure you will be a great person in life. So don't say that you are nothing in front of
No,
me.
no,
Sorry
no,
for
no.
that. Yeah,
So no, if I had not, if I
because
had not
you are
learned
very
English,
senior, you
not
have a
learn
lot
English.
of experience. You have experienced a lot of life, so I can learn a lot of things from you also. So
So I have not been English learning English for a long time, but yeah, I have
yeah,
been trying to this language only 9 to 10 months, I think. Okay,
yes,
so I faced lots of problem. So I was
yeah,
saying, I hadn't learned English, so I wouldn't be talking to you right now.
yeah, sure, sure. Yeah,
This
this
is
is
a very
great. This is the
important language.
result that you took decision. That so today you are speaking and you are having conversation. And
Mm,
if you have knowledge of any other subject or not, but we must have good knowledge of spoken English, because in future if we want to set our life in any field, then English is must there. And
mm,
suppose that if we are teacher of math, physics, chemistry, or any other subject, then we must know English besides our subject. Suppose that we want to teach math in English medium school, then beside maths we must know English because all maths are in English. So English is very must nowadays. In this era, English plays very important role.
okay. So, madam, I know I have one question. Uh, I mean to say, I am intermediate pass. Okay, I don't have, lots of degree. Okay, so
Sir,
if I
don't
trying a lot.
repeat this word again and again that you are interpass,
Okay,
because degree is a piece
okay.
of paper. If you have knowledge and if you can speak, so nobody will ask that what is your qualification. That they will see your ability and your potential. So
I
don't.
want to know. I want to know about you. If I keep on trying, long time, 2 or 3 years, more than 5 years. So can I settle in this field or not?
Sir, just a minute.
Someone is calling you.
Sir, just go
Okay,
call.
okay,
I
okay, no
can't
problem.
call. Where is call? Sir, you can see me.
Yes, yes, I can see you, madam. Okay, someone is calling.